David back again with awesome autographs and more. Episode number 100. And I decided it was time for a change. So we now have a different background here for a while till I decide I need to change it again. Anyways, we've got our TTMs from Saturday. There are 4 of them. We have 3 hockey and a baseball. And then I attended a local card show yesterday, which was Sunday. And picked up some just random cards, combination of TTM Fuel and some Red Sox cards that I saw that thought I would want. One of which I found out when I got home I already had. But not a big deal. Anyways, let's get into the TTMs. First up is a 2 of 2 return in 15 days. Former NHL player, Mr. Mike McNeill. And changing the background, by the way, I'm also changing the way I have this set up. I'm hoping it'll be a little bit easier to show off the cards, and hopefully the lighting is working good. You can let me know in the comments if the lighting is not working very well. Signed these nicely in black. Doesn't quite show up on the video as well as it does in person. And in addition, I have this, had him sign the autograph card. So that's Mr. Mike McNeill. He played for a couple of years in the NHL. He started out in the 1990-91 season and played through the 1991-92 season with 2 different teams. He played with Chicago in the first season and then was traded during that season to Quebec and played with Quebec for the rest of that season and the next season. And again, that's a 2 for 2 success in 15 days. Next up, another hockey return. Yes. This also is a 2 of 2 success. I had a lot of hockey players where I only had 1 card. So we sent a lot of single cards plus an autograph card out. But this is Mr. Don Beaupre. He played from the 1980-81 season to the 1996-97 season. So I'm really shocked that I only had 1 card of his. It's possible that I had multiple copies of this card and didn't want to send out duplicates, which I try to avoid because I know some players don't like to sign duplicate cards. But anyways, he played with the Minnesota North Stars, Washington, Ottawa, Toronto, and there is the autograph card for him. Okay, third up is our, oh, by the way, those are both Team 90s points. Next up is a baseball return. This is a 4 of 4 return in 26 days from Mr. Bud Daly. And it is going to be impossible to see the signature on this card, but it's there. This card I received with a, quote, random act of kindness around the holidays. And I received 2 packages around the holidays. And it's very difficult at this point for me to remember, but I think this one was from Johnny Serena. So shout out to Johnny. Thank you. In addition to that, being that that was the only card I had of his, I sent out some autograph cards. So we got this generic baseball card signed. And I got this Cleveland card signed. And New York Yankees card signed from Mr. Bud Daly. And he played from 1955, God, that was before I was born, to 1964. Played with Cleveland, Kansas City Athletics, and the New York Yankees. So between this card being Kansas City and the two autograph cards, I have his entire career represented in those signatures. Last up for the TTMs is another hockey return. Hockey's been hot this past week. I've gotten, I don't know, probably 10 to 12 hockey returns over the last 7 to 10 days, I guess. But this is a 4-for-4 success in 23 days. Mr. Marty McInnis. He played from the 1991-92 season to the 2002-2003 season. Played his first 9 seasons with the Islanders, 3 with Calgary, 4 with Anaheim, and 2 with Boston. Obviously, based on those numbers, there's a number of overlaps on those seasons. But here's his rated rookie. Let's see. That's a Team USA card. All the cards I had of his were Islanders. Most of the cards that I have that I sent out were pretty much from the junk wax era. I think my earliest cards, other than some scattered ones that I've picked up over the years, were from like 1986 through about 1995. So you see a lot of those years in my TTM returns, which actually has been paid off fairly nicely for this Caleb's Cards Battle of the Decades Challenge. Fortunately, I'm on Team 90s, because if I was on Team 80s, I wouldn't be doing half as many points for my team. But that's been fun so far. I think we got another couple of months to go. So hopefully we get a lot more. Definitely been sending them out. Ended up going to card show yesterday. There's a couple of local card shows that are fairly small. I go to them every once in a while. Most of the time they just have slab stuff and cards in cases, which doesn't interest me. I don't slab cards, I don't grade cards, I don't do any of that stuff. To me, sorry for those of you who enjoy doing that, you're more than welcome to, but to me that's just kind of a waste. And I don't like the fact that it kind of removes you from the card. It's like, I don't know, that plastic encasing the card makes you one more step removed from the card. And to me, the contact with the card is a big thing in the collection process. But anyways, picked up a few cards here that I just thought either were cool, that I would try to get send out for TTM, and or to work on my Red Sox collection. So I am not going to be able to see the names on a lot of these cards, so I'm not going to try to read them all. If I can see it, I will. There's an Eric Kramer card. I actually just sent him recently, just got him back. But I kind of like that card. That's a more modern card. Can't see the date on it, so... And then we have Lenny Wilkens as a coach. So I thought that would look cool signed. I was going to send to him because I saw a lot of people getting him back, but I don't have any cards of his, so I got to accumulate a few. And now we did buy a lot of what ended up being a lot of 1980s cards for a variety of reasons. But I do know that a lot of these guys sign. Cesar Cedeno. They had him at a TriStar show recently, so I'm hoping TriStar will bring him to the National this year. We'll see if that happens, because I've got a few of his cards that I'd like to get signed. Jim Beatty's a good TTM-er. Ron Hansen, another good TTM-er. Warren Brustar. I just kind of like that. NASCAR drivers are generally very good and signers, and I actually have a couple of other Kyle Busch cards, so those will be going out. Also seen a lot of Mark Van Egan coming back in various videos, so had to pick that up. Larry Boa, Jim Palmer, Frank Lindsay. I can actually read these. Couple of Bert Campaneris cards here. Oh, sorry. It's like, I already know what these look like. I don't have to show them. And Moose Haas, couple of cards from him. I couldn't resist this Mickey Rivers card. I'm not quite sure why, but I always remember him playing for the Yankees. Nice Jerry Kuzman card. Might have to send that off to him. Dave Kingman. Bob Skinner. And now we're going into some of the Red Sox. This card has seen better days, but what I'm doing with the Red Sox is I've actually got a binder of Red Sox players' cards. And the way I have it set up, maybe one of these days I'll actually do a video on it. But I got to get some more cards in there. I've got a lot of years where I don't have any cards in there, which is why I try to pick up Red Sox players whenever I can. But it's a binder where I have a page, 9-card page. Each page is a different year, starting with the year I was born. So there's a lot of pages in there. But anyway, so starting in 1957, I pick up just any Red Sox players. It doesn't matter. And I try not to repeat the same players on each page every year. Obviously, there's repeats. There are people that played for the team for a very long time. I've got at least probably 5 or 6 of the pages have Yastrzemski cards on them. Multiple pages with people like Jim Rice, and there are people that I really liked, players that I was particular fans of, and I do have them on multiple pages as well, assuming they played for the team for more than a year. But anyway, so the rest of these cards are all Red Sox players. Most of them will go into that binder, at least until I get those pages all filled up. But anyways, there's that one. I thought this was a cool manager/coaches card. It's got manager at the time and then 4 coaches. Jim Lomborg, Fred Lynn, Jim Busby, which there's actually 2 cards that I already had. This happens to be one of them. And then we've got Earl Wilson, who, quite frankly, I never heard of. The fun part about going back and doing these older years is you really do learn about players you didn't know about. Because I'm guessing this is probably an early 60s card, which, yeah, I was barely starting grade school at the time. Dalton Jones, cool Dwight Evans card, Ken Brett, Rick Burleson, I used to love watching him play, Louis Tiant, and Billy Herman, which is the other card I already have. So I will put whichever one is in better shape of those repeat cards in my binder. But that's it for today. Trying to keep this current. We got 3 Team 90s points, all hockey. Let me start that again. Thank you to the athletes for their signatures. I want to thank you guys for watching. I think this video went a little bit longer than I had intended anyways, because I babbled a lot. But anyways, thank you. Hit the like button, pretty please. And also, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and you can ring the bell to be notified of future videos. Please feel free to comment. Also, let me know if this setup is working for you guys visually in the comments. And anything else you'd like to add, please feel free to do so. That's it for today. We will catch you next time. Bye.